Hello, recapers. Today's movie begins in a courtroom where a couple is finalizing their divorce. The judge decides the children will stay with their mother. After court, the woman rushes off, clearly excited for her weekend plans. She picks up her son from school, then goes to the hospital to get her husband Milan, a doctor. She seems a bit jealous. Most of his co-workers are women. As they drive, she asks if he has plans. He says no, so she surprises him with football tickets, trying to keep things fun. Later, her friend Isa arrives at the train station with her husband. After saying goodbye, the two women begin their weekend trip. On the train, Isa explains she has everything planned. First, they'll attend a lecture by a popular philosopher named Michael. Then they'll relax, have lunch, scroll on social media, maybe post about an architecture tour, and later watch a play at the theater. Isa will also visit the marina that evening and a museum on Sunday. Before they split up, Isa asks her friend to keep her phone because her husband Luke apparently installed a tracking app on it to follow her location. What Luke doesn't know is that Isa already discovered the app and has a secret backup phone. She gives her friend the backup number and jokes that next time she'll be the one planning the schedule. At the station, the two friends take a quick selfie, and each sends it to her husband to show they arrived safely. Then they say goodbye and head off in different directions. Bodil gets home first, but something feels wrong immediately. The home security system isn't working, and she hears strange noises inside. When she goes to check, she's shocked to find her sister, Yara, there. Bodil gets defensive. Yara has no right to be in the house since Bodil is the legal guardian. Yara laughs and says Bodil is starting to sound exactly like their mom. She claims she just came to check on something and is leaving. Meanwhile, Bodil attends Michael's lecture about truth and lies. He says people lie because real life disappoints them. Bodil is fascinated. Isa goes to a casino, gives a man some cash, drinks what he offers, and he leaves. After the lecture, Michael asks Bodil what she thinks about lying. She says honesty only makes people angry, and small lies don't hurt anyone. They go on a boat ride, then to her place, and get intimate. That night, she texts her husband pretending she's home, even sending a fake photo. She also sends the same photo to Luke using Isa's phone. The next morning, Luke calls Isa's phone. Bodil answers. He says he broke his leg and needs Isa home. Bodil tells Isa, who sounds tired, and says she'll pick up her backup phone before leaving. Later, Bodil spends time with Michael again, but tells him it was just a fling. He gets upset and leaves. When Bodil returns home, she sees a bloody dog nearby. Inside, the house is covered in blood. Isa's phone rings. It's Luke, but Bodil calls the police instead. The investigator questions her. Bodil says Isa was leaving that morning and claims they were just visiting for the weekend. Later, she asks her husband to tell Luke the bad news. She visits Isa's hotel and the casino but finds nothing. Milan comes to support her. The next day, police confirm the blood is Isa's. Bodil says she was with Michael, but the police find out Michael denied it. She's now banned from leaving Belgium. That night, Luke confronts her angrily, accusing her of cheating and blaming her for Isa's death. Milan steps in, saying Luke is just unstable. The situation spirals into confusion, guilt, and tension. The next morning, Bodil goes to see Michael at the university and asks him why he lied. He says it was what she wanted, and admits he felt insulted by how she treated him. When Bodil explains everything that's happened, he promises to go to the police and change his statement. He also offers to help her whenever she needs it. Just then, the police call her. They've found surveillance footage from Isa's hotel. Bodil goes to view the video and sees Isa in it with another woman. The woman is Yara, Bodil's sister. Bodil is stunned. She rushes home and tells Milan what she saw. Before she can process it, her lawyer calls to say the police have arrested Yara. Bodil goes to see Luke while he's working on his laptop, and they have a raw conversation. Luke tells her he still loves her, and that all he ever wanted was for her to be close to him. Bodil tells him Isa loved her freedom and liked to get away sometimes. Luke, hurt, suggests that maybe it was Bodil who wanted freedom, and maybe Isa was with someone else besides her husband. Later, Bodil and Milan share a quiet, emotional moment. She admits that if Luke's accusations are true, then maybe she did want distance from him. She goes to see Yara in custody and tells her the truth about the plan she and Isa had to run away together. Yara confirms it and says they were planning to escape, but someone must have set up a red flag to stop Isa from leaving during the investigation. Bodil decides to help. She calls a friend, says goodbye to Yara for now, and secretly gives her a small stun device for protection. Yara warns her that she might have been the real target all along. Not Isa. That thought haunts Bodil. Later, her son calls needing a project from the laptop, so Bodil opens Milan's computer since he's busy. While searching, she finds a camera program and discovers that he had been watching her through hidden cameras. That night, while Milan sleeps, she checks his laptop again and finds files showing every time he suspected her of being unfaithful. Horrified, she takes the laptop to the police and tells the investigator she believes she was the intended victim, not Isa. But when they open the files, everything has been wiped clean. The investigator says they can't take her seriously without evidence. Bodil begs them to believe her, but they refuse. Desperate, Bodil goes to Michael for help. At his place, she notices a piano, and one of the strings is missing. For a moment, she panics, thinking he could be the killer. Fear takes over and she runs away. Down the street, she runs into Milan. He asks how she found his address and shows her a paper with it written down. He tells her he doesn't mind her seeing other men, as long as she doesn't try to escape him. He gives her a sedative to calm down, but Bodil suspects him and refuses to take it. She goes to check on Luke and finds him collapsed on the floor, appearing to have overdosed on pills. Bodil calls for help, but Luke refuses to let her call an ambulance. When he finally wakes up, he says an ambulance would keep him under observation for days. Bodil accuses him of taking the pills himself. In the struggle that follows, he attacks her, and she defends herself with the stun device, ties him up, and calls for help. Then Milan confesses that he never minded her affairs. He actually enjoyed watching. The confession is chilling. As she charges her phone, Bodil finds a book written by Luke with a character named Zach King, the same name the police mentioned for the hitman. She realizes Zach King was a fictional character from Luke's novel. That means Luke arranged everything, and he intended to kill Bodil, not Isa. Panic turns into action. Luke follows her and sabotages her car brakes. Bodil runs for her life, jumps into the water at the beach, and swims as Luke chases her. He grabs her in the water, and she fights back until he drowns. It's violent and raw. When the police arrive, they finally confirm what Bodil suspected. She was the intended target all along. Zach King wasn't a real assassin. Luke had staged everything, either paying someone to act as the killer or fabricating the story to cover his tracks. The police give Bodil her sister's passport and say the hired killer might have escaped. The next day, Milan goes back to the Netherlands. Bodil stays in Belgium to return Yara's passport and tries to find her. At the airport, she's shocked to see Yara with Isa, alive and about to fly away. Yara explains she found out Luke wanted Bodil dead, so she paid the same hitman and faked Isa's death to protect them and stop Luke. It was dangerous, but it was the only way. She apologizes for lying. Yara and Isa leave together, while Bodil stands there speechless. In the final scene, Michael calls Bodil. She hesitates, then slowly answers. And that's how our story ends. What did you think about the ending? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss our next breakdown.